Hey, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tuesday's Market Sit Rep here at Top Gun Options. Haven't done one of these in a while, folks. Just been so busy with so many things, man. From my podcast. You ready for this? My podcast is in the top 3% of podcasts in the world. Now, of course, as soon as I got news of that metric, I had to Google how many. There's 2.7 million podcasts in this world, and we are in the top 3%. And episode 8 just dropped yesterday. So make sure you're listening to the Max Afterburner podcast on Spotify, on Apple, on iTunes, all that stuff, man. iHeart, whatever it's called. Where all the cool kids listen to the podcast. Make sure you listen to the Max Afterburner podcast. But here's why I'm squawking at you is tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to give a free brief on our self-directed investment club, which we call the Hunters. Okay, that's over here. These guys, there's currently 30 members in here. In the Max Afterburner group, which is the lifetime group, we have 138 members, and this is the less expensive live trading group, the self-directed investment squadron, and man, just great stuff going on. Remember, men lie, numbers don't. This is my personal trading account, brokerage account 1760. In the past 2 days, on the screen right here, Amazon and SPX, I've placed $13,450 worth of profitable trades. They are right on the screen, right here in my personal account. 2 days, $13,450 in profit. If you want access to this, all you have to do, attend tomorrow. Head to go.topgunoptions.com/hunters, and you can register for this free brief. Tomorrow's going to be absolutely epic to this rally, folks. Let me bring up the S&P 500. Why is that? Guess who is speaking tomorrow afternoon at 2? It's Jerome Powell. Here comes the Fed. Look at this rip-your-face-off rally here, folks. Man, absolute rip-your-face-off rally after the September-October shit show that we predicted. Now, what happens tomorrow? Jerome Powell, folks, everybody, including Jerome Powell, believes that he's going to taper tomorrow, right? The Federal Reserve has been pumping $120 billion into this market, folks. Just absolute insanity. It's the Fed manipulating capitalism. But tomorrow, he's supposed to announce a taper. The last time this happened, folks, Ben Bernanke was the Fed chief, and we had a taper tantrum, right? Even though the guy telegraphed that he was going to do it, the day it actually happened, we had a pullback. Is this going to be an excuse for the market to sell off after this massive relief rally? Who knows? What I'm going to show you is that with options, no matter whether the market's going up, down, or sideways, we can potentially profit, right? And I post every trade that I open and that I close or that I adjust the second that I do it. I post it over here in the Max Afterburner Trades Only thread and in the Hunters. And like I said, the Hunters is the less expensive service than the Lifetime, and you're going to find out about it. Hey, how about $13,450 in 2 days in trades on Amazon and the S&P 500? That's some pretty shit-hot performance right there. Men lie, numbers don't, and the numbers are on the screen. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens tomorrow for this market. Okay, so you absolutely want to attend this brief. Go.topgunoptions.com/hunters. Okay, this is I did this for you guys, folks. Shameless plug. Wrote a book about it, right? COVID Crash from Panic to Profit. In that book, I detail how these self-directed investment clubs came about, right? In the Full Throttle, my normal stuff at Top Gun Options, I got to take like 10 minutes to send out a text and email alert. It's just kind of clunky. But as a result of the COVID crash, as we were printing money, as I nailed the COVID market implosion to the day, right? Blamed it on Donald Trump because he was sitting in Davos with the beautiful people just kind of saying, that thing's not coming here. Why even ask me about it? I trust Xi Jinping. I'm like, done. Get out of the market. Buy puts on the S&P 500. Get long volatility. Trump's lying. Actually made a lot of enemies, right? I had a former squadron mate of mine call me a fucking traitor for actually having the nerve to criticize Donald Trump. That's the problem with this country, folks, is these hyper partisans. I criticized Trump and got burned for it, but also made people a lot of money because I was one of the only professionals on the face of the planet to nail it. So that's how these came about. Was folks asked me like, hey, outside your normal full throttle stuff, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm sitting here trading. Well, we can make it. We can, and we did. We made it 2 investment clubs, so people could join. And check this out, folks. You ready for this? Robert Metzger is a great American. His son's a Navy SEAL. He's kind of my booger eater in a good way. He keeps track of every one of my trades since we started these investment clubs on May 13th. Ready? Look at this. May 13th, 2020. If you had joined one of our investment clubs on day one and executed all the trades as I posted them and let them expire naturally, you would have traded 1,170 times and netted a profit of $791,000 in 17 months. Wow. Isn't that awesome? That's absolutely incredible performance, folks, and we're having a blast. So don't want to keep it much longer. Go.topgunoptions.com/hunters, and I'll give you a free brief on what the hunters are all about, what I'm doing, going to be trading the taper tantrum or not, or rip your face off, rally into Santa Claus into the end of the year. Either way, folks, we're going to potentially print money here at Top Gun Options. Okay, so have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and God bless. Namaste. I'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock.